Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm taking a look at Mean Machine Sega. This is actually issue number 15. It's from January 1994. So let's go right ahead and take a look inside. I don't know how this video is going to work out because I'm actually wearing a baseball cap backwards with the web camera sat inside of it. But here's the first advert for the FIFA International Soccer on the Mega Drive. I remember getting this game when it first come out and calling my mum upstairs to show her just how realistic it looked. Let's try and get you a close up. Yeah, times have moved on a bit since then. But back when this originally came out, it was pretty impressive. So here we go, just the contents page. Nice and bright and colourful, as you would expect with the Mean Machines publication. Bit of an editorial. So we're getting on to the meat and potatoes. There's a nice advert, and this is an age when I used to enjoy advertising. Here we have the Ice Age Winter Olympics, double page spread. Very nice. So we've got some news about some games up and coming. We've got Sloan there, and what looks to be Demolition Man for the Mega Drive. First news of Skitching. And a new game by Psygnosis. What I love about these old magazines is a lot of the time you'll look through them and there's games here that just were never released. You know, whoever would develop them got so excited about the whole situation and it actually never came out. So, another interesting advert here for the ASCII Mega Drive pad. And even more new things coming from Core Designs. Thunderhawk. So interesting that. I'm talking about the Mega Drive version here. No, that is ironic. They're talking about a new space-based blast 'em up called Soulstar. Well, I don't want to break any surprises here, but the music playing in the background is actually from the game Soulstar. Also news on the Sega TV channel. The long-awaited and much hyped Sega TV channel looks all set to go on air in the States in January. So, unfortunately, it never came to the UK. And here's an advert for the Codemasters Game Genie. Recently used that around a friend's house. We did a little bit of cheating on Road Rash to get the best bike. And we also used it as a pass-through to play an American game on his PAL system. So here's a small thing about Wiz and Liz. And some other games, Bill Walsh College Football. So there's an advert for the Jungle Book. Available from Woolworths for Christmas value, it's right up your street, $32.99. Also available on the Sega Game Gear, $29.99. You get a free cassette of the soundtrack from the film The Jungle Book when you buy the video game. That's exclusive to Woolworths, so here we go, an advert for Madden NFL 94. I really enjoyed the original Madden games on the Mega Drive, even though I wasn't a fan of American football. So here's a game now that's actually worth quite a bit of money, I believe. It's called Body Count. I think was a light gun game. It was for the Menacer, it says here. So I've only got the Justifiers. I'm not really big on the Menacer. So we go a bit of Spot the Ball. Now obviously anyone from England will remember this from the football pools. There's the Mean Machine competition. A nice advert here for Gods. Let's just turn that round. Probably a little bit of glare. I am immortal, he cries. His wife wonders why. Yeah, never actually played Gods. It's just, with the amount of games that have come out over time, it's impossible to have played them all. So here's Prince of Persia, already an old game before it came to the Mega Drive. I've never played that. James Pond 3. Nice looking advert. Toe Jam and Earl, Panic on Funkatron. This is a fantastic game, it's so underrated. When this came out, I picked it up and I hated it. I thought it was rubbish compared to the first Toe Jam and Earl, but recent years playing it again, it truly is a fantastic title. And Mean Machines loved it. Look at this, a 5-page spread giving it 91%. So here we go, there's an advert for Comet, You Know Where to Come. Bit of FIFA Soccer. Street Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive, $59.99 anyone? Maybe Aladdin if you're a tenner short, maybe get that for $49.99. Sonic Spinball, Zool. Just offering you the average reviews here, 98%, 91%. So here we go, Mean Yob. People used to write in. Really, you could go on for hours about this magazine. I mean, I used to read this from cover to cover. And, you know, these letters that people used to write in, whether they made them up or whatever else, it was still hilarious. Here was something I always used to want. I was always like, God, I can get 25% off computer games if I can join the Midlands Bank. But unfortunately, I was too young to have a bank account as far as I knew. All we had was a... what would they call it now? I can't remember what they called it now. Or used to call it. We had some other kind of account anyway. Building Society, that's it. God. That's when you know you're old if you remember Building Society accounts. So, used to have one of them. And here's some pictures been sent in from the readers. And win a trip to the USA. Space Camp plus Disneyland. So, second price is a monthly CD-ROM. So, you know, here's the questions and answers. Here's Lester. Jazza, the king of games playing. How's it hanging, man? Just wanted to ask a few quizzes. When will the wicked Atari Jaguar be released? How much will it cost? Will it really match for the 3DO and the Saturn? Keep it for now. Keep up the good work. Oh, that's it for now. So, yeah, and here we go. And there's some pictures of me. I've been storing in there. Don't know what all that's about. That's when I was about 19. And that was a while ago and I was working at Liverpool Airport. That is completely unrelated to this video. So here we go. Dixon's. You can beat them, you reckon, but you can't beat Dixon's. That's what it's saying, and there we go. So here we go, some Mega Drive tips for the Cheeky Boys. Fatal Fury, Green Dog, Micro Machines, Bob, and Batman the Joker Returns. So unfortunately, I do own Micro Machines. So perhaps utilise those cheats. Also Mortal Kombat and Mutant League Football. I really like these adverts here. It's for Gauntlet 4. Fantastic. It carries on throughout the magazine. Or at least to the next page. So there we go. Let's read that again. You are about to face the ultimate test of your Mega Drive skills. Fortunately, you won't have to face it alone. So it's actually 4-player. I should get that game. Not 4-player adapter. Road Rash. Now we're talking. Now we're talking about a game. If you've got a Mega Drive and you've not got a Road Rash game, sort it out. So Mega CD tips, Final Fight, Mortal Kombat, Streets of Rage on that Game Gear, Master System Mortal Kombat. And here we've got another one here, Ultimate the Specialist Computer Center, the best of both worlds. Mind blowing and brain expanding. So there you go. Shining Force, Mega Drive tips, not much use to me. Here we go, another Future Zone. They've got some bargain Game Boy games, Home Alone 2, only $9.99. Get him while you can. So you can't play your Sega without it. Sega magazine. Technically a lie, but never mind. So here's F-17 Nightstorm, a review. Probably not my kind of thing. 72% here. The Professional Gologo 13. With a manga advert. And here we go, Zool. He's on every system possible. Started out on the Amiga, Mega Drive, Master System, Game Gear, Super Nintendo, Game Boy. There we go, Lotus 2. Actually owned this game in the past. It was okay, it was nice to have 2-player split screen racing, but 73, I agree with that. In fact, I don't know. It was good in its time. Lost Vikings, I have previously owned this game. Actually traded this with X-File 2708. For this and a copy of Samurai Showdown for NAM 1975, I think I had to give him a bit of money as well for the AES. But yeah, pretty decent game. I used to play this in 3-player at my friend's house. I wouldn't really recommend the 3-player mode. I think there's a reason why on the back of the box he only mentioned it's 2, so it's 84%. Seems to be worth about £20 these days, if you was interested. Blades of Vengeance. Don't know about this game, but I know one thing. Getting 53% from Mean Machines, pretty much a no-go for me. So here we go, here's the big time. Rumbelows, the game arena. Free hints and tips video with any Sega product. Well, you know, you'd be hard pushed to find a better deal than that these days. And we've got some smashing deals here. We've got the Mega Drive 2, 2 joypads, Echo the Dolphin, and a 3-in-1 pack featuring Monaco GP, Alien Storm and Super Thunderblade. That's $149.99. Game Gear here, $99.99, with the free hints and tips video, don't forget that's highly important. Nice Mega CD package here. Combine everything, your complete set, your Road Avengers, your Mega CD 2, your Mega Drive 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 2 controllers. I mean, there is hours of enjoyment to be had there. Master System, $59.98, trying to clear stock of those at the moment. So on to some games, we've got the Night Trap there, $49.99. On that newfangled CD format, that'll never take off. That will never go. And because it's got the Street Fighter 2, because you had to wait a long time, we're going to bung an extra tenner on that. So that's 24 megs. 24 megs. You hear me now? So here we go, Masters of Combat for the Master System. I know nothing about it. They seem to be quite impressed with it, offering it 90%. Dinosaurs for Hire. I have never heard of this game. Did it even come out? I've no idea. It says import, perhaps this was a Genesis only release. 69%, I think you can keep it over there in America. I'll be fine. So here's a game very dear to my heart. Lethal Enforcers. I've actually got the Mega Drive and the Mega CD and the Genesis version. And it is what it is. It's not exactly arcade perfect, but it is fun. And I love the original arcade machine. Big fan of that and a big fan of that double page advert. So here we go, the Master System review, Robocop vs Terminator. Favourably reviewed then, 89%. Pugsy on the Mega CD. 90%. Not really a game I've spent any time with. I think I did pick it up at one point, but I just got rid of it because it probably just cartridge only or something. So Dragon's Revenge. Disappointing sequel to Devil's Crash. Or whatever it was called in England, I don't know. 74%. Still wouldn't mind picking it up. Yeah, there's not a great deal of quality pinball games on the Mega Drive, so spin into Argus if you like. With a bit of Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. Catalogue price is $49.99. Now over 160 top games at Argus Superstores. So looking in here, we've got Zombies. This is on the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive. What's that? Another double page spread here, 55 monster levels. Do own this game, and it's a classic. I cannot disagree with any of these scores really. So Zool, he was alright on the Amiga. When he comes to the Mega Drive, we didn't want him. 67%. Take him back, Commodore. So here's a nice little advert here for Pugsy. Nice bit of detail. Joe Montana NFL Football, Mega CD. Let's just skip right over this. Yeah, whatever. Wiz and Les, another nice advert. Megatech, I remember that, and the Ultimate Action Replay Game Busting Cartridge. I could never understand the point in that really. I just used to play the games. I weren't bothered about cheating. So the Best of Mean Yob. Some break down the doors of our fortress to win instant prizes. I told the tale on my Pilot Wings video, basically when someone I used to be friends with claimed that they'd rang up something like this and won their Super Nintendo and Pilot Wings. We never did believe them, but they never deviated from that story. So I used to remember drooling over these adverts thinking, oh my word, you can get Aliens free for the Game Gear for $24.99. Only I would never have thought that because I never had a Game Gear, but I'm just giving you an example. So Aero the Acrobat, not really something I'd go out and get. 80%, and here it is. Fantastic set of adverts. Sensible Soccer. It's the best game I've ever played. Paul Gascoigne, you're not lying. Sensible Soccer, Magnifico, David Platt. Forget about the Game Gear review. Swap your games in minutes. Let's just talk about this briefly. This is brilliant. Basically, you used to have to ring them up and you'd hear what games they had for swap. When you hear the one you'd want, reserve it and it's yours. So be sending your exchange game and payment of £5. So, I mean, just imagine there was some sort of terms and conditions. They weren't going to keep letting you swap golf games for those titles, but nevertheless, Robocop free, 52%. Another advert for Sensible Soccer, let's talk about that. Sensible Soccer is the only game I play, Ian Wright. Isn't that true, Ian? Terminator 2 Judgment Day Mega Drive 15%. Let's look a bit closer at that. Well, it didn't look too bad. Oh, actually. Yeah, I suppose it weren't that grand. Pirates. Now, this is quite impressive to me because I just picked up this game. Got it for £10 on eBay. A little bit sun faded. It's a Genesis exclusive. It's fantastic. Definitely have to be putting a gameplay video up of this at some point. Mean Machines liked it, 83%. I've played it about 3 times now and I've lost about an hour and a half every time I've played it, so that can only be a good thing. So here's Sensible Soccer. Makes other games look like pre-season friendlies. Anyone who's watched my channel for a bit will know that I'm pretty mad into Sensible Soccer. I think it's the best football game ever made, and I'll hear no bad about it. So here we are at the back now with just some adverts. Different areas: Birmingham, Bournemouth, London, Kent, County Durham, Norfolk, Scotland. You've got them all covered. Here's a Mega Drive review for June 2. I remember having this game when it did come out. I quite enjoyed it. I think I got to a point where I was stuck. I get it 93%. I don't know how it would play today. It might still well be pretty decent, but I'm more of a command and conquer sort of guy. I don't like waiting around for the action to happen. Well, I think that did play pretty much like Command and Conquer, to be fair. So there's a few more console connections and other companies. And here's a review of Hook, 69%. So they were probably given a bung by the Sony Image Soft to try and get that a bit of a better review. Because I don't know, that looks a bit dicey to me. That looks worse than 69%. It don't look much better than that Terminator game. But, you know, it looks on everything. Look at Unicycle on the SNES. So this is what used to make me laugh a lot. And I just was never able to do any of these deals with people. Crikey, we weren't even allowed to use the phone. I don't even know if we had a phone. These were darkened days. But yeah, people used to like put what they had for sale. So they had for sale, Mega Drive for sale with Sonic, Ayrton Senna and Super Kickoff, 120 quid. Also games for sale, 20 quid each. Populous, Starflight, that would be worth picking up. Road Rash, Super Off-Road, F22 and Wrestle War for a tenner. Only a tenner on the Wrestle War. That's available from Rob on 0222 868 696. If you can ring after 4 PM please, because you know, he has got a job. We've got some swaps here. Swap his Mega Drive with 3 games and 2 controllers for your SNES with 1 game or more. That's Tello 754 84307. So there's also another one here. That's Rob again. He gets about. There's a lot of people in there called Rob this week. So here's a preview for Eternal Champions. Not a game I ever really got into. It just seemed like some sort of cheap Street Fighter knockoff, and that was as far as I went with it. They seem pretty raved up about it. Greatest Heavyweights? No, not something for me. Computer Exchange. CX. The original adverts. NBA Jam preview, quality game. You get the advert for your Mean Machine Sega. And a bit of Mega Mart there. That's if you wanted to sell anything or swap it. It was £1 an advert. Fill that out. Just what was happening next month. And as per usual, anyone who sort of watches these UK-based publication computer game magazines always see Special Reserve. Always used to stick themselves in the back there. Used to have some great deals. Again, was never allowed anything like that. I think when I was reading Mean Machine Sega, I probably didn't even have a Mega Drive. Or if I did, you know, it wasn't like today, you know, where you just went to a shop. Where I lived, you got games from the video shop. That's where you bought your games from. So you had a choice of what they had. They'd sell you them, but it wasn't like you could just go in there and just find anything. So that's it. I just thought I'd have a quick look at this magazine. If you've sat through the entire 20 minutes of this, then congratulations. You will never get those minutes back. But I thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon.